Have you ever wondered what a modern version of Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 would be? Look no further than Parkitect. From the coaster building mechanics to the way paths work, everything just feels very much like Roller Coaster Tycoon. Best described by somebody in my Twitch chat, Parkitect is like a low poly version of Roller Coaster Tycoon, and that's not a bad thing or a criticism. Parkitect in many ways feels like a love letter to the old Roller Coaster Tycoon games. Now, if you've never played a coaster or theme park building game, Parkitect is about managing a park, from pricing the rides to choosing what attractions and even decorations like trees, flowers, and different things around the park, food court buildings. It has you covered. It's a game that really appeals to both management enthusiasts and creative players who just want to build cool and awesome looking parks. There's a lot of ride options in Parkitect, whether you want to build log flumes or paddle boats, or the Enterprise sort of spinning rides, or merry-go-rounds, or Ferris wheels, or other rides. You just got everything in this game. There's a ton of coasters, a ton of calm and thrill rides, and even like transportation things like monorails and all that. Tons of shop options. There's a lot here to really unlock and do. You can really make each park and each thing feel unique and inspired, which I really like. Parkitect also features a massive campaign similar to those found in Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 and 2. Each scenario has unique challenges like getting a certain amount of guests, ensuring specific happiness levels, or having a certain amount of profitability or more. The challenges are fun and well designed and really varied to make things enjoyable, and they all have an interesting theme, whether it be kind of outer worldly or Wild West or Japanese. You could easily spend like 20 to 25 hours just completing all the scenarios, and there's a ton of them. Once you've completed a scenario, you can also play the sandbox mode of it or just create your own, which is pretty awesome with the editor. Steam Workshop support for this game is fantastic, with the ability to share both parks and rides with other players. You can even design your own scenarios for other players to play through, which is really cool. Where Parkitect differs the most from its competitors is the addition of haulers. Haulers basically walk around your park stocking shops with the necessary goods to sell things. Park guests don't really like seeing haulers or the crates they carry, so you'll oftentimes have to hide them on employee-specific paths behind food courts to prevent people from seeing them. It's a great addition for management fans that adds unique challenges to your overall park design. I can say that unlike Planet Coaster, the challenges in management are actually somewhat challenging here. Doing scenarios in campaign or trying to keep a balanced budget doesn't really feel like a foregone conclusion like it does in Planet Coaster, which is great. The graphics are simplistic, but they work fairly well. There's enough detail that rides, attractions, and the park overall look great. When you zoom in, things do look a little bit lacking in detail, but it doesn't really distract overall from the game. The sounds are nice, guests and rides make different sounds, which is great, and there's occasional music, but I do wish the game had a little bit more ambient music in the background. At times, things can get a bit quiet, and the music begins to blast in. Overall, I love Parkitect and would highly recommend it to fans of theme park building games because it just has a great amount of content here. There's tons of rides and options. It really feels like a love letter, like I said before, to Roller Coaster Tycoon, and so if you're a fan of that, you're really going to love this game. It has a ton of scenarios, great enhancement for management fans, while still offering tons of creative options. Parkitect gets an 8 out of 10. It's a great game. It really only falters in a couple areas, like I wish there was a little bit more sounds here and there. The graphics could be a little bit more detailed, but for the price they're offering, it's a dang cheap game for how much you're getting out of it. It's just a good game.